What's up, guys? Today is a very special day. It's the day where I get my first supercar. It's been a long time in the making. I'm super excited to pick up this vehicle. I'm going to take you guys along. But before we do that, let's hop into some charts to see exactly what I'm looking at coming into today. And then we'll go over some of the trades that I took this week because it's been an awesome week and it was a great way to end off Q2. Alrighty, so I just finished up my pre-market prep on YouTube and now I just kind of wrote up what I'm looking at coming into today. I'm mentioning that we just had core PCE. The markets are breaking around its previous day lows or right underneath its previous day lows. So if the market does want to stay heavy coming into consumer sentiment, then we're going to be looking for potential more continuation towards the downside, but we're going to be selective for the first 30 minutes and then we'll let the market dictate what it wants to do for the rest of the day. As for some of my top watches coming into market open, Tesla is fairly neutral. This is a key level that we have right here, which is our 275. If we can break underneath the 275 with the overall market weakness, we can see a move back in towards this 286. My favorite chart here is NVIDIA, which is going to be looking for the potential fade off your Wednesday's lows. If we can push back up in towards this 113, we can be looking for a potential pop and fade towards its previous day lows, which is at your 110. So this is going to be one of my main watches coming into today if the market wants to continue to show some weakness. So my game plan coming into today is fairly straightforward. If the markets do want to stay heavy underneath the previous day lows, then we're going to be looking for NVIDIA for a potential pop and fade. I also do like Tesla as well if it can show some weakness. We're really just going to be waiting for the first 30 minutes for consumer sentiment, and then after consumer sentiment, hopefully the market picks a direction for the day, and then we can be looking for potential trading opportunities. So let's head right into the live trading session. Once the live trading session is finished, I'm going to pick up my camera and we'll talk about exactly what I was looking for. So yeah, so far right off the bat, you can see the first candle pushing towards the downside here on the overall markets. The key levels, as I mentioned, is going to be that 480.90. That's the level we can look for potential pop and fade, or if we can get towards its pre-market lows at this 478.50, that's going to be the key area here for the QQQ. As for NVIDIA, we'll keep an eye out on NVIDIA. Tesla, we'll see the reaction that we have off of your 274. All right, Tesla's showing some weakness compared to the overall markets here. What I'd like to see is now this push underneath this 271.83, this year previous day lows. If we can get underneath your previous day lows, we can be looking for the retest of your previous day lows for this push back in towards this 266. All right, Tesla, keep an eye out on here. We're going to be looking at the 270 puts on Tesla. I like to see the reaction here off of your previous day low, along with the Q's reaction off of your high of day. Yeah, immediate rejection right there on Tesla. I wasn't able to get in, but if you can come back up, I'll be interested in looking for potential low risk off of your previous day lows for a push towards the downside. All right, just got into some of the 270 puts right there. Risk is super tight, really risking 30 cents here on the contracts for this push down towards your 266 and below. This one I like to see work out right away within the next two candles. If not, we'll have a quick stop out. All right, Tesla has to go here with the Qs. All right, just cut the Teslas there. Didn't like the strength there with the QQQs. No reaction off of that 271 with the QQQs, as you can see, pushing back towards the upside. I did like that setup on Tesla off your previous day lows, just being super low risk. Just unfortunate that didn't work out right there. Now we'll just be waiting for the consumer sentiment at 10 a.m. All right, so we have about 2 minutes here until consumer sentiment. Markets are kind of staying heavy here now. NVIDIA, I'm actually very interested so far. If you can stay heavy underneath 112, I'll be interested in this one for a push towards the downside. Tesla as well, I'm still interested if it can get back underneath the previous day lows. This one could set back up for the 84% rule. I'm going to keep an eye out on NVIDIA here. I'm going to be looking for a continuation towards the low of day and potentially previous day lows here. I'll be looking at the 111 puts on NVIDIA. All right, just took some of the 111 puts here on NVIDIA. Risk is just going to be a break above this 111.80. I like to see the QQQ drop here, and I like to see NVIDIA stay heavy as well. All right, just end up picking up some of the 270 puts on Tesla once again as well. 84% rule. I like this name setting up with the Qs dropping along with SPY as well. I like to see some continuation on a lot of these tickers towards the downside here. I like to see the drop here now with the overall markets. Let's see if we can get that flush here on the Qs. Nice flush here on the Qs. Take some off on Nvidia as it's approaching towards the lows. I like to see Tesla follow along as well now. Nice push lower here on both these names. Look to take some off as it keeps going lower. Key level for me now is your 476.60s on the Qs. I like to see Nvidia stay heavy underneath its 111. Tesla, I like to see it stay heavy underneath this 270. Let's even get that final flush here on the QQQ. Tesla, basically looking to take off my full position here on Tesla. Nvidia, I'm looking to scale down in towards this 109. All right, Qs, let's see if we can get this acceleration. Tesla sold 90% of my position, just holding trailers now. All right, close full position here on Nvidia, 109, full target hit. Super awesome trade. Just have a couple of trailers left here on Tesla. Qs basically hit all my major objectives along with SPY as well, basically in this free fall. So I just ended up finishing my live trading session. Ended up taking a few more trades than I expected to today, especially on a Friday. But I ended up taking 3 trades. The first trade, quick stop out on Tesla, but then I ended up hitting a really nice trade on Nvidia, and then the 84% roll towards the downside on Tesla once again. With the overall markets dropping underneath its previous day lows, we ended up having a super solid continuation lower towards the downside. I personally ended up making a solid $3,800 on the day. I ended up making over $19,000 for the week. So I'm not sure if you can see, but $3,800 for the day. I'll also pop up a screenshot here as well. First trades I ended up taking today was on Tesla. So the first trade I ended up taking here was on Tesla. I was looking for a continuation underneath its previous day lows. We had a nice little reaction here, immediate stop out towards the upside, and then basically after that I was waiting for 10 o'clock to hit, and you can see once Tesla got back underneath its previous day lows, which was your 271, we ended up re-entering for the 84% rule, and then finally we had that nice continuation down towards that 264, and in the exact same time we ended up taking Nvidia towards the downside as well. The key level for Nvidia was your 111.78, which was an intraday level, which was your opening candle range high. You can see we had a nice reaction off of your 112.80, which was the pop and fade right off the bat. We had nice continuation lower coming into 10 o'clock, nice reaction with the overall markets, and then we had a nice push all the way down towards that 109 on Nvidia. So that was a great way to end off. What an awesome week we had in the markets. We also are coming to the end of the month as well. So you can see for this month so far, I'm up around $42,000 just on this one account alone. I have around a 65% win rate with around an 87.5 day win percentage with an average risk to reward of 3.13 to 1.6. And you can see my calendar so far for the month is fairly green. Usually I have a little bit more red days, but this month has been very nice, especially with it being a scalper's market. I've taken more intraday setups, so a lot of these base hits have been adding up, and they've added up fairly nice for a net gain of 19.6K for the week. So those are my day trading statistics for the month of March. We ended up having a super solid Q1. I'm really excited heading into Q2 with this volatility and liquidity. As you guys know, this market environment has primarily been more scalpers and intraday opportunity as opposed to those swing trades that were hitting all of 2024. So as a trader, you have to learn and adapt to different market conditions. And what the market's presenting itself right now is just a lot of intraday volatility. And that's what we're great at. It reminds me a lot of 2022 Q1, Q2, and that's when I made a lot of money in the markets, is when there's a lot of volatility. And once the volatility picks back up, that's perfect for scalping. And as you guys know, scalping and intraday trading is one of my favorite ways to trade because you can be in and out of the markets within half an hour and you can be finished for the rest of the day. So that was a mini trade recap for today and kind of an overview of how my trading's been the last month. Now I'm super excited to get on to the rest of my day. I'm going to go see the vehicle now as well. My friend's about to pick me up and we're about to head to the dealership. All right, we're heading to the McLaren dealership right now. I already put the deposit in. I already signed the paperwork. I'm about to check out the vehicle one more time before it gets delivered to my house.
Nah, bro has to check the car. See, me personally, when I buy vehicles, I just buy it off one text message. I don't even check the vehicle. No test drive.
Yes, no test drive. My boy right here is getting $1 million vehicle. What vehicle are you getting, sir?
You know, it's a used Urus. A used Urus is what I drive.
This is the daily. One of the best vehicles you can get.
Honestly, this car is one of the best dailies you can actually get. Genuinely, I drive this around in the winter and the summer. This is genuinely my daily driver. The best daily driver you can actually get, hands down. The only thing is, yes, sometimes it may get attention, but like other than that, if you made this like matte black or something, this is the best in my opinion. And the gas isn't that bad. It's basically an Audi. The reliability is good. I've had this car for a year now. Zero maintenance on the car, knock on wood, but zero maintenance on the car. The only thing I've ever done was one oil change, and that's about it. One oil change in 1 year. Whereas the car he's getting, I'll be honest with you guys, you know, happy for him for getting a car, but he's cooked. I'll be honest, maintenance, like buddy, that's gonna be half the car right there.
I'll be honest, there's a very good chance this thing breaks down. Very good chance.
Oh, there's a very high chance it breaks down. So how do you feel about this?
It's some light, some light.
Some light, some light. Which car do you have currently?
I'm nothing. I'm nothing currently. This is my first car.
First supercar?
No, first car in general.
What?
No, this is his genuine first car.
Guys, I just picked up the vehicle. I'm just kind of soaking in right now, just sitting in front of the dealership. Guys, look at the inside. This thing is clean. All right, guys, I just picked up the vehicle. We're at the dealership right now. I'm sitting in it, and this is honestly surreal. Look at this. I actually can't believe this thing's mine. Honestly, I have no words. This has been a long time coming, and just seeing this and sitting in this vehicle right now, just no words. It just feels surreal. Just being able to achieve one of my goals that I always wanted, and sitting in it right now, just honestly, it just puts a smile on my face.
Did I take
What do
a
you
picture?
think? Mom, what do you think?
Wow, that was cool, Jack. Wow,咁fancy 嘅仔.
Wow. Congrats, boy.
Thank you.
Wow,
Appreciate it.
wow.
That's awesome, Jack.
That's crazy.
Yeah, check it out. No, check inside. Yeah, no, this thing's actually insane. I gotta give you a
Okay.
ride. It's actually so
Okay.
fast.
Yeah. For sure, Jack. Dad, you want to go for a ride first?
For sure.
哇，啲顏色都好靚喎，仔。
That's cool. Keep it going. Hmm? Yeah.
媽係部車。
咩事啊？啱嘅，我應該笑。講嘢。啱嘅，我應該笑。面媽咪喺邊啊？
No, it is cool.
Cooler in person. The first time I saw it wasn't that cool.
You gotta wrap it.
Yeah, I gotta wrap it too.
You said I know a person who can rap, Jack.
Yeah, I don't think that.
No. No, I got my own guy. I got my own guy.
Who said I gotta
He
go?
always got so.
It is, you know.
He'll wrap your vehicle too.
Not too good.
cheap, for cheap.
No, it is.
Two for better price.
Come with me.
No, look at this guy.
Look at the car.
Local.
佢有個佢
Well, if the engine on the back doesn't have much noise, eh? If you drive in the front, you don't see hear noise.
No, you can hear it. It's pretty. It's not that loud, but you can hear it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this thing just wants to go fast. Like,
Faster than Audi.
Oh, way faster than Audi. Oh, not even close.
oh, dude, I need to take you for a ride.
And it's like,
Hey,
make
Dad.
sure not hit your
You hear the rum.
Yeah, start it.
Okay, but this is the seat. Look, look.
What the hell?
Watch your head.
Ah,
Further in.
further
Further in.
in.
Further in.
Yeah.
What is all? It's good. Now press the start button,
Press the start button like
which
this.
is right there. This one.
Oh, George. It's a cool George.
Yeah. You can press the gas just a little bit. Press the right pedal.
Right pedal?
Yeah.
How many for a second?
Just a little bit.
See? That's how to do it.
I'm not driving. I'm driving.
What's that driving himself?
That make me like.
All of a sudden, down.
That's how you drive it.
You see on Jack's done for one round, then after that, then you can ride on that.
Can I borrow in 10 minutes? Yeah? Wow.
Oh, I'm so proud of you, Jack.
Thanks, Mom.
That's awesome.
So low.